I can't think of a time I didn't know Joe. Since we were little kids riding bikes to each other's house. As we got older, he was always the one on the back of the four-wheelers and dirt bikes and whatever it may be. While I crashed into trees or crashed on the road with cars behind us, Joe was always the one with me. As we got older, I guess he kind of got me back as I was in the passenger seat while he hit the telephone pole. But first job I ever had was with Joe. It's been a huge part of my life. I don't know, as we got older, he met a beautiful woman, had 3 beautiful baby girls, became a great husband and father. His time got cut a little short, but it's always heard the good die young. He might be gone, but he's never going to be forgotten. I love you, homie.
Had a lot of great times with Joe. Whether it's golfing, bonfires at the house, hanging out with him and his family. Drinking lots of Jaeger. Joe definitely was, he was always there for you when you needed something. No question about it. If you needed something done, needed help with anything, he was always there to help out. And he was horrible at golf. Even though he beat me at golf every time I golfed with him. It was still fun. Even I think he hated golfing with me though because I was so horrible. I kept holding him up. But it was still good. We had a lot of good times together.
Hi, my name is Megan Moore, and I am Joe's sister-in-law. Joe was a wonderful husband and father. He had a positive attitude and an infectious smile, which continued through his battle with cancer. His determination to fight this thing was incredible, making him a true hero in the eyes of many. Joe always treated me like the little sister that he never had. He would tease me, but then he would also make sure to take care of me when it was needed. I remember one time at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was getting ready to leave their house, but I had a flat tire. Joe came outside and wrenched on that tire for over an hour and a half, but he was determined to fix it. When he fixed it, he sent me on my way home. But he always told me to send him a text because he wanted to make sure I made it home safely. Joe and I also had a Bears-Lions rivalry, much like the rest of our family, except our relationship revolved around numerous text messages, which normally resulted in one of us bashing the other's team. This one's for you, Joe. Go Bears. Love you.
My name's Chuck. I've known Joe for 20 years, but I don't think that really matters because anybody knows him. He was one of your best buds within a couple minutes. Think about one of my first really good memories of Joe was, I don't know, I had been 18, Joey was 16. We were getting a fire started down at my mom's house on the lake. And we got all the sticks together and poured a bunch of gas on it and didn't have a match. So I had run up to the house, got a pack of matches, and by then the fumes had built. So Joey and I all lean up next to that fire pit and throw the match in there, and it throws off about a 20-foot plume of flames. Throws me and Joe back like 10, 15 yards. And I remember when we kind of came to, we all just laughing, and both of us had burned every bit of hair off our body, at least what was exposed. A lot of good memories of Joey. I've had a lot of good times. And another good one is my wedding day. Joey shows up all me as I'm all panicking and says, "You just chill out, dude. Everything's gonna be all right." He was right. Well, it is all right. He's a good friend. Irreplaceable. I mean, whoever knows that. And I'm gonna miss him quite a bit, as the rest of us will. And Joe was a great family man. He always put everybody before himself. There's not much more I can say than Joey is just one of a kind. And if you got to know him, you're very lucky. What I took from him is, you know, family first. You know, take care of your own. Just be a good person, because that's what he was.
I'm Mike Simmons. I grew up with Joey. I was 5 years old, 6 years old. Best friend in the world. Really anything I could say about him. And I've had more fun with Joe than anybody in the whole world. I could sit here and tell you 1,000 things about him, 1,000 memories. But I just want to celebrate the life I had with him and the times I had with him. And he was a fantastic person and a fantastic guy. And I wish, if anything, I could be more like him in life.
We've been through so much. Through growing as friends, growing as fathers, growing as husbands. We took a lot of it for granted. I know you know that. You're always somebody. Still are somebody I can always turn to. We've been there through thick and thin, no matter what each other needed. We've had a lot of good times. A lot of good times. Wrestling on buses like brothers. Fighting like stupid asses. But forgiving each other like brothers. Always come together. Not a day goes by where you're not going to be on my mind. You can talk to anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. You go into a gas station and you'd know probably 5 of the people that were in that gas station, no matter how close it was to your house. You just knew everybody. You had this way about you that people were just, they fell in love with you. I know we didn't really know each other till, the last 9 years. But they were the best 9 years. I couldn't have done it without you. I can't do it without you. But in my mind, you haven't gone anywhere. You're still right here. Every time I drink a beer, every time I sit and stare at the sunset, every time I see a chicken coop, I'm gonna remember you. Hold me strong.
I'm Bill Moore. I'm Joe Risden's father-in-law.
Hi, I'm Julie Moore, Joe Risden's mother-in-law.
One of Joe's favorite times of the year was the fall. Football season and Thanksgiving. He loved to watch his sports and he loved to eat.
Joe was a dedicated Chicago Bears fan. He showed that same dedication to his friends and family.
We, on the other hand, were Lions fans, and he respected that. We knew we couldn't convert him to our side, and he couldn't convert us to his side.
Each year we would shower Joe with Chicago Bears gifts for his birthday and Christmas.
He loved the creative ideas that we came up with.
Every Sunday, Joe would sport his Chicago Bears gear.
So Joe, in honor of you, 2014,
Go Bears!
Because you know I'm all about the Bears, the Bears, no Lions.